Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us today and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear knowledge seeker, I am proud to be associated as global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million plus knowledge seeker and 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualification. The Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community research providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to student, job seeker, job holder, and also for learner through respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a cost of our human race. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all the corners of world for free webinars, seminar courses about quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we also try to serve more than 100 premium services for free, like create a portfolio website, visit builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can update all day. Kids learning game, website free courses, convert sites, and many more. We help you to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training, program, webinar, and offline online courses for you that professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainer, speaker, and coaches. We extended free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in last 2 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have genuine concern from the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP member committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvements so that who seek information can improve their skill level and belief. Before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very relevant for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Support is very relevant for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,256 webinars successfully. Wow. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,256 webinars successfully. Wow. At present, we are going to start our 1,257 webinar, and the program name is Ongoing Support to Your Business Clients. And today, our speaker name is Ma'am Dr. Daphne Suarez. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, ma'am, want to share a very little bit about her. She is a founder and CEO of Casual Moms Business and Leadership Coaching, Business Leadership NPL, and Timeline Therapy Coach, ranked 7 among the top business coaches by the New York Journal and top 10 female coaches by Yahoo Finance, Guinness World Records, award-winning international best-selling author. Now, very important moment for me, big with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IG with her presentation. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, my dear. How are you today?
I am fine, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. Excited to explore another new
Ma'am,
topic,
the
interesting
stage is
topic.
yours.
Okay, so can I carry on with my
Ma'am, the
presentation?
stage is yours. You can start your presentation.
Thank you so much. Excuse me. Hello, my dear friends. A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are tuning in from. Just excuse, something seems to be just irritating my throat a bit. Sorry for that. Okay, our topic, as you already know, is ongoing support to your business. So I'm sure you would like to know a little bit more about me before we dive in, because that is definitely very helpful. I will little bit share, as I don't think the audibility earlier was a bit clear. So my name is Dr. Daphne Suarez. Who am I? I'm a business and a leadership coach, counselor, and NLP master practitioner. I'm also an international speaker and mentor. I have been ranked among the top 20 entrepreneurs to look out for in 2023 by the Entrepreneurs Herald. I have been declared among the top 7 in the 30 business coaches for 2022 by the NYC Journal. And I was also featured in the London Times. That is, as I bagged Asia's Outstanding Woman Leadership and Mentoring Coach Award, which is really a proud moment for my country and my part of the world. I was declared in 2021 as one of the top 10 female coaches by Yahoo Finance. And amongst the men, the top 10 to be declared was Tony Robbins. Who doesn't know Mr. Tony Robbins, the guru of coaching? I received 2 Fakhre Pakistan Pride of Performance Awards, which is the pride of the nation of Pakistan. I'm also the founder and CEO of Carousel Moms Business and Leadership Coaching. That's my business and my logo. And now let's go into our topic without further ado, as I know you're waiting to learn much more. Make sure to take lots of notes, because as I speak, I'll be giving a lot of clarity. So as you take notes, you are also invited to make little notes on things you need to ask about any Q&A, because we have a session at the end, so it will help you. And I do request all my audience to pay undivided attention, so that during the Q&A you really ask things that are not covered, rather than we repeating the same points that I've already mentioned in my presentation. So today's topic, which is hot on ongoing clients and customers, this is something very important, my friend, in any business or organization to be successful, because we need customers and we need clients. So whether you are working for a 9 to 5 job in an organization, an institute, or you're running your own business, vice versa, whatever way you want to take it, you need clients and customers. Customer ongoing support is providing help to customers and clients in the future, even after the product has been purchased or the services concluded. So, as you know, the word already says ongoing. That means not stopping even when, maybe you give a service for 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, right? Or your product, you continue giving your services because you need to support them. When customers and clients have faced trouble in the area of your expertise, your aim must be of making sure your customers and clients are successful in solving whatever issues they came to you or your business. Very important. Look after that area and see that they're really taken care of, because they are the face, the guarantee of your company that you do give results, you do provide quality services. Moving on, we go to the difference between customer and clients. Many of you will say, as most of us do think, that customer and service clients mean the same. So why is she using the word customer versus clients? But there is a small difference, but it is important for you to know what that difference is. Some of you might say that customer and client means the same, but I am going to clarify it now for you. So keep taking notes. A customer is someone who buys products or services from your company, while a client refers to a certain type of customer who purchases professional services from a business. Generally speaking, customers buy products while clients buy advice and solutions. Additionally, clients are usually long term customers who are more loyal to your company and spend more money in working with you to get the best results for themselves. Overall, clients and customers are quite similar, but the difference lies in the type of service that a customer is purchasing. If you run a SaaS company, now what is SaaS? It seems some, foreign language, right? So SaaS is a method of software delivery and licensing in which software is accessed online via a subscription rather than bought and installed on an individual computer. Then you have customers. On the other hand, if you run a law firm or do coaching, you have clients, not customers. So I hope this has given you a little bit more clarity into these two words, which I'll be using several times. Client based services. Client based services include law firm, coaching services, design studio, insurance agency, accounting firm, real estate agency, marketing and advertising agencies. These all come under the banner of client based services. So, then what happens to customer based services? Let's explore. Customer based services are SaaS companies, as explained in my earlier slide, retail store, subscription based company, bank, restaurant, amusement park. One way that I think about it is, if a company has a customer service department, then they usually use services to serve their customers, not clients. Companies that don't have a customer service department are typically client based companies. However, it's important to note that some companies can have both clients and customers. It's not always necessary that you have only a customer or only you serve clients. It could be both depending on your company. For subscription based companies like SaaS companies, for example, some companies might purchase professional services where they have a personalized customer success manager from your team. These are your high value customers who become clients. If a customer hasn't purchased a professional service from your company, then they are a customer, not a client. Customer versus consumer. A customer is a person who buys goods or services from a business, while a consumer is a type of customer who buys goods or services for personal use. Think. Now, think of consumers as the more specific type of customer for B2C companies. While a customer can purchase from a B2C or B2B company, you can think about it like this. Customers are the end users of a product and might not have been the actual customer who purchased the product. Now, some of you must be just a bit confused or wondering what is this B2C and B2B? So, again, some clarification to save you on going into the Q&A and asking this question, so that we can move smoothly along. B2C stands for business to consumer, and B2B is business to business. So I hope that is clear in your understanding. Client versus customer services. The difference between client services and customer services is the same between professional services and your customer support organization. While your customer support will answer your calls, emails, and chats from a large number of customers, your professional services will be responsible for a smaller number of customers so they can give them more personalized attention. Now that you understand the difference between all these terms and the difference between types of services, you might be wondering, why does this really matter? Why is this important? Why is she talking all about this? If you are not in this area of providing services in any way. So let's see what has I have to offer further to you. Well, all businesses have customers, but not every business has clients. Clients, by definition, will receive more personalized attention and have more access to employees by having a dedicated customer success manager or a case study manager. It's important to keep these differences in mind when you are developing your customer service strategies. If you have customers, you'll provide customer support. However, if you have clients, you'll offer a specific CSM to help your highest value customers achieve greatest success. In lots of cases, you might offer both client services and customer services. Customer support versus customer service. Customer service is an umbrella term for all interactions that enhance customer experience and help improve their relationships with your company. Customer support is just one type of interaction. All businesses provide customer service, but not all need to offer customer support. For example, a restaurant. A restaurant provides customer services when you are seated as you order your food, and upon payment. The waiter is probably not going to show you how to cut your steak. Customer support must always be your top priority. It is a type of differentiation between business and companies, a top consideration for customers as to why they should choose you or your company above all others out there in the market. It is a profit generating source in its own, whether you are a well established firm or just starting out to scale and grow your business. A great customer support team can help attract new clients. Remember, it can help attract new clients, bring in referrals, and your customers to keep returning, and above all, trusting you. You gain their trust, and they would like to come back again and again and again to you, which would definitely help you because as they come again, they will invest more. And with their trust, they are ready to, explore, dive in, achieve so much more from you that, there is a win win and there is guaranteed ongoing results. Customer support isn't about finding a quick solution to any one customer problem. It is about building a long term, lasting relationship. Customer expectations also continue to grow as everything keeps changing. We cannot use one system, one policy, one style to, serve our customers with ongoing support. As you know, new apps are coming out, new systems, new approaches. Even you yourself, as you grow in your business or in your company, you will find that some things you did not know, you start knowing, because these are all eye openers. And if you choose not to change, improvise, or make a difference, I'm telling you, you cannot grow just being stagnant and expect to use the same techniques and services day in and day out. People love variety, they love things new. So give them variety by making changes and improving your styles and your services, because growth leads to success, and growth needs adding, learning new things, and implementing new things. Customers expect quick, easy, and effective support, and they will look elsewhere if they don't get it from you. So, my friends, please be very careful. Strive to give your customers and clients the best experience ever. So they are, in other words, falling in love with you and don't want to part from you. A beautiful love story, right? For our businesses. Importance of customer support in business. This is an area not to be neglected, and I've several times repeated this because I want to drill it into you that it is needed and you must do it. It's not a choice. Okay. The short answer is that customer support is important because support agents are key for helping resolve customer queries quickly and effectively and driving customer satisfaction. This ultimately impacts customer retention, customer lifetime values, and brand reputation. But again, it really depends on your particular business and industry and the people you are serving and supporting. Without your support team, it would be extremely difficult to operate as a company. So think and act wise. Points to ponder and ask yourself. I'm going to share with you some questions, and Just sit back and just, try to digest it and take notes. What are my customers or clients' expectations for support in my area of expertise, my area of services? What are my customers or clients' expectations for support in my area of expertise and services? It will be different for coaching, electronics, clothing, e commerce, or travel compared to insurance or banking, as an example. How can your customer support team help elevate the voice of the customer or client? How can your customer support team help elevate the voice of the customer or client? How can you get your support team involved in key business decisions, product roadmap, or marketing strategies? I'll repeat this question. How can you get your support team involved in key business decisions? You need to get them involved, because if you do not get them involved in key decision, remember, it's their area, right? They are supporting your customers. So you need to get their feedback of what you're going to implement, whether it's products, services, launching, or anything. Ask them also, get their viewpoint, because it is a joint venture. It is not that you are handling everything, and you should not be handling everything, because you cannot know everything, as the bottom line. Successful strategies to delivering great customer support. It is important to keep these differences in mind when you are developing your customer service strategies. If you have customers, you'll provide customer support. However, if you have clients, you'll offer a specific customer service manager to help them out and help them to the highest level to value your customers. In lots of cases, you might offer both client services and customer services depending on the type of your company. Build empathy into every action. Empathy in a support organization helps agents read between the lines of a situation, because when you show empathy, you are able to listen to how and what they are feeling, because the map is not the territory. So their map of the world is different from your map of the world and the map of your company or organization. So when you show empathy, you give that time for them to share, to ventilate, and for you to digest and analyze the situation to best serve them. Even when an agent is on their, say, number 500, 1000 call or chat of the week over the same issue, empathy reminds them what it's like to be in the customer's shoes, whose entire day and possibly an entire department or line of business hangs in the balance. So, empathy definitely gives that thing where you can be in the shoes of the next person. You can feel them, not only just hear them. And it's not like water on a duck's back, that they are saying things and you hardly digest, you understand everything. But when you have empathy, you can feel them. And feeling is very important in customer sales and marketing. Because if you don't feel, how can you even create a product or a service or give it to them? I know in my coaching business, I literally related to my own experience of life, my transition, how I have from a common man with a 9 to 5 job, senior executive, becoming a stay home mom, and then how I moved into business. So, and then I serve people who have or are experiencing similar issues and do not know how, where, and what to do. So you see that empathy helps, and then I also listen to them because I cannot just say, okay, because I went through it, they are going through the same thing because my map is not the territory. It's for their map is different. I need to understand what is their map like, what are they going through. Yes, maybe they also had a 9 to 5 job, they became stay home moms, maybe different problems came, financial or anything, but then there might be some things, maybe they've got a differently challenged child, or maybe they are single parents, widow or widower. So all these things I need to understand, and then one cap doesn't fit all. It varies from client to client of mine. So you need to understand, like suppose you are giving an electronic, you know that there are different voltages in different countries, different pin types, 3 pin, flat pin, round pin, 2 pin. There are all those different pins for the plug, right? And the voltage is a high end of the voltage is too high for your device. It will blow up. And you might say that, oh, I made the best. How can you make a device like especially if you're in a hot or cold country? In a very hot country, if the person is working outdoors with a say a computer, and computers, when you work it for a long stretch of hours, it does heat up. Like even those who game, they know when they're gaming, they need to have that thing to keep the device cool. So what happens? Now you sell it to somebody in a hot country, and you don't understand that already the environment is very hot, and then you are not understanding, and you are just trying to preach to them and tell them that you know the best. Your product might not be compatible, but if, with empathy, when you listen to them, you come to know their needs and their wants. And then even if you are not doing it or never consider it, it is an eye opener for you to think about it later on and see how you can next time help overcome this problem that this customer or client faced, so that it is not repeated to get the same complaint or problem from another client from that country. It goes also with makeup products. People have different skin textures, oily skin, dry skin, flaky skin. So then the pigmentations are different and everything. So you need to really study and get clear on what you are aiming and what you are doing. Otherwise, you're going to throw everybody off the ledge. And before you throw everybody off the ledge, you're going to fall off the ledge. So have fun falling down. Maybe they're just getting started at your company or your product, or maybe it was simply just an off day. Support agents don't always know, but it helps to hold space for whatever it might be. Yes, when you hold space, you know, all of us love to be heard, right? So when you even hear your client, that also helps. Like I already said, the service team doesn't have to know it all, right? They are humans at the end of the day. So they cannot, but even they're just listening, their compassion, their care, their concern, all this comes under empathy, and this definitely leaves a lasting impact that your client might refer people to you or and speak about you, because they will feel that, oh, this person cares for me, this person loves me, I matter most above all. So instead of becoming a cartoon of technical support, you need to really foster a sense of collaboration towards a common goal. So think and act wise of anything that you do. Next slide. You must support your support team. The nature of technical support demands a level of specialization in the products and services, which can lead to repetitive work over time. Strategic support leaders balance the necessity of specialization with assigning new and different projects across the team, helping guard against the heart hardening feeling. There are many solutions for boredom, including empowering support agents to take ownership of certain tasks, training others, or giving them time to live channels regularly each week. So keep shifting the work here and there, giving the opportunity of people to do, and then so that they don't get rusty in their thing, let them explore. With such a grab bag of issues and personalities to encounter on a phone call or in a chat window, a one to one live service can provide a new perspective for even seasoned people of a support team. Another approach is in coaching support agents to enter all support situations without being attached to an outcome. While customer support can't guarantee that an issue will be fixed 100%, agents can promise they will collaborate and communicatively work together a way out. So that's the beauty of having a team supporting them and also giving them ongoing trainings or getting coaching support somebody, because there are different people of in coaching also there are many niches and areas of expertise, just like any other company or business, right? Like, Apple has electronic devices, mobiles, iPad, iPhone, MacBook, right? So Apple does not deal with clothes. But then also your team might not know everything. So when you get hire a coach or somebody to help them, and you also value and respect the others of the team, they all can fit into the puzzle, the different pieces. It's so beautiful to have a team. I really love teamwork. It's very helpful. Integrate customer support and CRM platforms. CRM, by the way, my friends, stand for Customer Relationship Management. Customer Relationship Management. 90% of customers will spend more with companies that personalize the customer service they offer them. 68% say they expect all experiences to be personalized. Integrate customer support and CRM platforms to monitor changes in customers and their lifetime value. Sharing data between these platforms can lead to the discovery of personalized, relevant solutions to each customer's issues and roadblocks that they may be facing that otherwise wouldn't be considered, with key customer context like opened outbound emails, purchase history, and previous support issues. Agents can anticipate customers' needs and tailor responses accordingly. This is something I have noticed definitely in Apple. They make sure that they have all your past records if you visited them for any repair services, everything. So when you go to the Apple store, suddenly and you're meeting, obviously this you cannot always meet the same agent, right? Whoever's available, agent immediately only opens your file and there he has all your record. So you have to be systematic in keeping records, because I remember a recent issue with a food app. I literally complained once, I complained twice. It was like, oh my God, I literally started getting exhausted after my fifth chat, because there was no call system. They do not have phone call system. You have to chat. So you know how irritating it is to type everything, right? And it is more time consuming. And every time I had to start my story again. And I was like, what the heck? Don't you have a file or a record that is logged that this person has made a complaint because of our services that we have provided, or the restaurant that is our third party or anything. You need to have records. I'm not going to keep on repeating. And I told them, I said, I don't think I want to work with you any longer and use your services, because your competitors are much better. They care for me, they listen, and they value their customer, they show empathy, and they respect me for my time and my effort to contact, even to give feedback. You all don't want to listen to feedback. You all don't want to help. You all don't want to improve anything. All you care is for damn money. All you should get is your money. The customer can go to hell. So how do you think I feel? Wouldn't I want to share it with somebody else? Now, because I'm a business coach, I don't go sharing this. And like right now, I'm not sharing the company name. I could have done that. But think of a customer when they are angry, they don't care. They'll go and expose the company name. They will do things because that's normal. You can't blame the customer. All of us, when we get angry, upset, frustrated, we are stuck. We do not know how and what to do. It is not the right approach. But yes, if we are not mentally trained and have that mindset, we could explode to extremes. And that could have a very bad impact on your customer and your client. Okay. So be very, very careful. Meet customers on the platforms of their choice and easy access. Yes, on the platforms. I'm human, typo error. It happens. I'm sure you are used to it. 93% of customers will spend more with companies that offer their preferred option to reach customer service. Like I said, I did not like I could not phone. It's only go on the chat and keep chatting and typing. It's like, oh my Lord. So it's not compatible with my wantings, right? It's not my preferred option. Channel preferences can vary based on issue type. So customers uh, and companies must work together to understand each other and will want to provide customers with a choice of channels. So companies, you must have a choice of channels, because not every, let me give examples of social media. Not everyone is on Instagram. Not everyone is on Facebook. Not everyone is on LinkedIn. Just because they're on social media, you'll sometimes, people say, oh, because you're on social media, you should be on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. And there are so many channels out there, right? But come on, that may be you thinking the person cannot manage it. It's one person. How are they going to be on all the different channels? And then it depends on their audience. Maybe they're dealing with elderly people, so they're more on Facebook. The younger people are more on Instagram. More professionals are on LinkedIn, right? So you need to work. And then also, if you are doing the call system, there you have to see who are you serving, who is your clients, what is your audience like. Do everybody speak English? If everyone is not speaking English, then my friend, what's going to happen? It's going to be like he who ha 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 who he, and you not understood anything what the person has said. So how are you running your business? If you're not working for a multi-national clientele, so then you need to provide in the languages that you promise services. Are you serving France, the French? You need to know their language. Are you serving Italians? You need to know Italian. Are you speaking to Britishers? English. Are you speaking to Bangladeshis? You need to know the Bangla. I know everyone should know English, but you cannot throw your weight, because you need the clients, okay? They do need your services, but remember, there are many competitors. So if you are not giving them what they need, they will go to your competitor. So you need your clients to serve them in the way you can, according to your niche, your avatar in your business. This is very, very important. So work on this. Social messaging options like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger enable businesses to meet customers on the same channel customers are already using in their personal lives. In fact, inquiries over WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and regional favorites like WeChat or Line Jump is very, very helpful. So there's a lot of research and study for you to do, right, with your clients and customers, what they need, what is they're comfortable with. Enable customers to self-service. Today's customers have adopted a Google it mantra. I know when I am stuck also, even my kids tell me, Mom, go Google it. You got it. Yes, I was born in a generation where we didn't have all this Google stuff, but now we have to be in love with Google. Google is amazing. It's got a lot of stuff, can help you think out of the box, understand explanations, understand a lot of things. But you should be able to know what suits your type of business and company. Don't just go to Google and Google it and grab everything. Like, I said earlier, uh, Apple is an electronic. They cannot be wanting information about a clothes company, right? They don't give clothes. That's not their product. So when you go on Google, think wise, do your research, see if it is compatible what you a website you are surfing, has it got what you really need as per your vision, mission, your niche, and your avatar. Be clear on it. And what is your end goal for your customer? What do you want your customers and clients to achieve at the end of working with you? 89% will spend more with companies that allow them to find answers online without having to contact anyone. That's what everyone likes, because every human being loves to sit in their comfort zone. So why should they speak to a stranger and try to say that? And sometimes it's it's true. It sounds funny that sometimes things are so easy, but the customer does not understand it, and they do not want to feel like a fool, an idiot out there in front of you by saying that they don't know this. Like, I know sometimes when I can't find an answer and people say Google it, even by Google I cannot find it, because like if I'm editing, say, some photographs. Now I'm not an editor, so I'm asking them, where do I press? They say press that button. That button means what? The button on the right. Okay, on my computer, you're not seeing my computer, I've got so many buttons on the right. So, my friend, what happens is that when you have this, first of all, the benefit of having things online, the person, especially like, a video clip or something, they can play it again, pause, stop, recheck. That's what I do sometimes when I'm on technology. I go checking where did they exactly find this button that they're speaking of, that they are the click that button. Where is that button? So it's really very, very helpful. Okay. So you have to understand that people do look on this. So it would be nice to even considering having some small video clips or something on your websites or somewhere, giving some tips. But yes, we cannot totally remove the importance of a human being, because what human beings can do, electronics and online does whatever way you customize it to. It will work that way. All right. So you have to use a blend, a mixture of both. A knowledge based community forum and chat box that serves help center articles are key to an effective self service strategy. When customers can find answers to simple issues on their own, support teams can focus on higher stacks tasks that need a human touch. As I said, you need a human touch and a blend of online electronic stuff, right? Tech stuff. This helps your customer get solutions faster and makes agents' jobs more engaging and interesting. Insights from employees, product experts, and external partners will be key for creating help center articles and addressing common customer inquiries. You have, the FAQ, right? Frequently asked questions on websites, and that really helps do to have that section, because some things that are common that are coming, like, oh, which countries can I use this, what kind of climate do I need, what is the voltage needed if it's an electronic, these small things everybody's going to ask you that. So don't just presume, because not everybody's going to know details. All right, so it's nice to have this all on your FAQs. They're also helpful to agents as a reference point when they are assisting customers. Let's move on. Examples of, yeah, yeah. Examples of good customer support. We all have our own personal examples of great customer support experiences, and not so great ones too, as I shared one of my not so great ones recently about the 5 calls about a problem with a food delivery. One example that I have is when I walk into an Apple store, I'm shocked by how great the team is there. They always will come forward and ask what I want and how best they can help me. They walk me through each different areas of the different, apples from the different countries, hard, soft, and sour, the green, the red, the yellow apples and everything. It's so lovely. I really love it. And yet they don't nag me if I say thank you, I'm good here, right here. They'll leave, because also this irritates when you go to a place. Especially I've noticed when I go to a makeup place. Oh my god, these people will stick to you and they will insist and they'll keep following. You say, okay, can you just give me a few minutes, I'll get back to you. They will just not budge, that you want to literally catch them and throw them out. So don't be a leech, a pain in the neck for anyone, okay? Because if you again irritate your customer, they'll just walk out and go somewhere else. So they provide information why and what are the differences in their products. When you have, I enter that grocery store and they tell me the apples and why I should buy a harder one, a soft. Sometimes I say, hey, I want to buy apples, but I don't want to eat them all right away and I cannot come back. So I'm going to buy, say, 10 kilos. Could you give me in such a way that I could eat some right now, in within a day or two, and some I could just carry it on, because we in the next 2 days we are approaching weekend and we're going on a picnic and stuff, and they are happy to serve. So it's a very good experience, and I love to keep returning day in and day out. Last month, one of my support agents had a phone call with a very irritated customer. He was yelling at her over the phone. The support representative handled herself very well and let him know that she wouldn't be able to continue the conversation if he continued to yell at her. After he was able to calm down, he explained to her how his wife was battling stage 4 cancer. My support agent empathized with him over the phone and shared a personal story of her own and continued to answer the question. How clear is that? Of the map not being the territory. He was screaming, he was frustrated. And right now, if I scream at you for no reason, you'll say, like, what the damn heck? But again, customer support team must be trained how to stay calm, hold space for the customer or the client, and take it easy, and not to let counter transference take place. That is very, very important. So if your team is not supported and trained, they are going to explode in no way, and that is not the right way. So little, how would the agent know, right, that this client's wife has been told that she has stage 4 cancer? It's shocking. I know, when I've gone through illness myself, or my kids are ill, and I've just heard from the doctors a bad news, and I'm so mentally disturbed. So even when I go and ask, say, McDonald's, "Hey, I want a double cheeseburger without pickles and without ketchup," and then they ask me, "Oh, ma'am, you meant without sauce." Now, you know that people use the word ketchup for ketchup and sauce also for ketchup, whereas sauce could mean mayo sauce or another, garlic sauce, tahina sauce. There are so many sauces. So you, but when if I was frustrated with the bad news, I would say, like I said once, I want no sauces. What the heck can't you answer? But it's not his or her fault, because for them, sauces means all the tahina, garlic, mayo sauce. And so the red thing, which is ketchup, is not called sauce in their terminology. So you see the communication gap that is taking place. So when you show empathy to your customer and client and you hold space for them, they are able to calm down and explain, because you know in electronics they say always there has to be a negative and a positive. If you connect two wires, positive to positive, it'll go boom, it will might explode and there might be a big fire, right? So similar with human beings. Now the customer is already angry and upset. He was not angry about real to real the product or services. He was upset because his wife had cancer and he had just learned about it from the hospital, and he was ventilating. In other words, it was dispersed anger. And see the damage that dispersed anger could have caused if the agent did not calmly breathe and say, sir, please calm, let's take a moment, because when I can hear you and understand you, I would love it. And never use the word ever I understand, because one thing what I've noticed many times, customer, even when I was calling for this complaint that I had, these agents, all of it, yes ma'am, I understand that you are angry and you must be angry, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, very good that you are getting angry. I was like, I wanted, like, right now, throttle your throat, like shut the hell out. I'm already angry. Why you say that? Yes, you are angry. It is very good. It is your right. It is your justice. No, you need to hold space. You need to take care of your tone, tonality, how you speak, your words, and say, yes, I'm hearing you. Making a note of it. Please carry on. Yes, I'm hearing you. So that with your tone of voice and your pacing of your words, your comment will help the customer to come. But if I all started, what the hell is your problem, and blah 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 blah, it is going to boil down. All I do when I encounter such customer support team members, all I say, I think I'd like to close this call and this chapter right now, because you're not getting my point, or transfer this to another agent. We can talk about it later. Thank you. And that's the best way. So work and practice with your team. Do demos of how to speak, how to calm down, how to stay calm. And they also teach them breathing exercises. It helps, the breathing techniques, a lot. But it's not something a common man can do. You say, oh, I breathe. Yes, I'm breathing. And I tell my team also, okay, breathe. Keep on breathing. No, my friend, is not going to work. People like us talk this way because we are trained. And myself, I am not only a business and a leadership coach, I'm also a NLP master practitioner and a counselor. So there has been lots of trainings telling us on how the client is, or the customer or the team member is, and how to deal with them. As I mentioned earlier about even counter transference, this is bound to happen. But then I know how to break. Earlier, before I studied my counseling, NLP, master practitioners, coaching, I would feel, if you somebody was crying, they lost a loved one, immediately I would start thinking about how I felt when I lost a loved one, and slowly I'm also having tears rolling down my cheeks. So if that person is crying, I am crying, my client and myself both are crying, it's not going to help. But now I know how to take hold of myself and hold space for that client. Let them cry, let them ventilate, let them share. It, no hurry in taking their time. Don't push them. Sometimes It is important that you don't even say anything. Silence also helps, but at the correct time, you must be silent. Not that somebody's telling you something and you're just sitting with your arms folded and looking straight. My friend, because that person want to throw something on your head and you will have no head left. So, yes, you need to really think wise and be very, very smart. Okay, this is my website for you if you want to scan this QR code or visit my website and see what all I do, explore some freebies that you could achieve out there and get in touch. This is my LinkedIn and my email address for you to take down, so you can follow me, email me. I'm also on social media on by the name of Carousel Moms, because carousel is, a something like a merry-go-round, right? It is rather a merry-go-round. So a mom's life is like a carousel, juggling so many areas in a carousel of life. That's why my business name is called Carousel, because I work towards empowering women, but I do help others who are not moms and who are not women on a one-to-one. I do not allow them to join the group settings because I have I hope you enjoyed your learning and have taken lots of notes. And now over to our host. She would be able to guide us further. I will stop sharing my screen. Ma'am, are you there? Awesome. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow with our IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, dear ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the box as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. back, ma'am. Welcome back to our participants. Ma'am, our first question is from Hannah. How can a small, medium scale business best serve its customer if it doesn't have a customer service support department?
A lovely question, but my question would be literally that if why don't you have a customer support system? Because support system is very important, whether it's a big or a small business. It's not necessary it has to be a department. Yes, if it's a very large company, you have to see that one human being, how many people can they serve, right? As you know, big companies even have, and they have their tele agents on the call center. They have more agents as the company's size increases and grows. So if you are having a small, medium scale business, you have to find a way how you can serve. Are you able to serve your clients yourself as ongoing support? Because I don't think it is practical, honestly, for you to manage it totally alone. Are you going to look after your current new clients, or are you going to continue with dealing with every client? I cannot be always stuck with, say, if you're my client, Hannah, I cannot always be handling you. So sometimes, and also answering calls. Now you will be phoning if I'm giving you ongoing support, and I will tell you you can get back to me after coaching services. Now when you call, there should be somebody else to at least receive the call and support you in some way, and really if needed bring it to me. And if it's really something that only I can handle it, yes, then I come back and say, hey Anna, okay, let's see where you are stuck and what's the problem. So that's how small businesses work. You must have somebody as a right hand, or even look at the systems. Nowadays apps are so much, technology is amazing. You can have auto answer questions, like on your WhatsApp. I know even on my business WhatsApp I have it, where as soon as somebody sends a message, say, thank you for contacting Carousel Moms Business and Leadership Coaching, we will get back to you soon. Till then, how may we help you for the future? So you type your question. So in the evening when we are free, myself or the team would look at it and say, hey, let's handle it this way. So you have to understand, I cannot give a fixed strategy for you to use for your business, because I do not know, even if it's a small business, how are you earning any money? Is it below 10K? Is it above 10K? Because below and above makes a lot of difference between 10K, 50K, 1 million. You cannot use the same strategies that you cannot compare me with the Apple company. They've got years of experience. The whole world wants the Apple products. So I can adopt some things standing on the shoulders of giants, but I cannot duplicate everything they do. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you so much, answer. Our next question is from Isha. Ma'am, kindly, what is the difference between customer and client? What is CRM?
A good and a bad question. Why do I say it's bad? Because at the start of my webinar, I did mention that we would be having a Q&A at the end, my brother, and that you can, just be clear on understanding what is being shared. Now, I have very clearly, there is a slide highlighted difference between customer and client. I also explained what is CRM. Right now, if I go through all repeating the same thing and then going back to my slide, I don't think I would finish till midnight also. So it wouldn't do justice to the other attendees. I'm sure you can contact IGP and see how they work on recordings and playbacks or something, or ma'am should be able to guide if you have missed that point. But all this was already shared in this webinar. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, our next question is from Leotrim. What are often ended question we establish our customer needs? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Open-ended questions are those when it is open, it allows for an answer to come in. It's like a rat's trap, right? A rat's trap, if it's if it's open, a rat can go in and you can catch it. So very clearly, you closed questions are that which, like I say, ma'am, you we need to close this session, right? So then she says yes or no, it is closed. But if I say, ma'am, just wondering, like, how much time do we have? And then she would say, oh, 1 second, let me check. Yeah, we have about, say, 10 minutes, we have 5 minutes, we have 2 minutes. So I got an answer from her because yes and no answer, like I say, we are already late, she just answers yes or no, and then I'm like, can she just answer the question I want? But I myself have told her to keep quiet by just answering a yes or a no question. So right now I ask you, my brother, have you, I hope you have, our sister, whoever you are who's asking this question, if I put this thing to you, have you understood what I have said? What is it? You only have the choice to say yes or no, or to say but you know this and that. Very few you'll have coming with the buts. But if I say that I've tried my best to explain, was that example good for you, or is it still not clear? Then you would say, yes, it is clear, or no, it is not clear, I'm a little bit confused, could you help me further? Okay, so always work on open questions rather than closed questions, because you will get stuck yourself. And it also shows that you do not know your work. That's why you're trying to shut your customer or your client up immediately. I hope I have answered you and you've got much more clarity on open ended questions. You can further ask if needed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Our next question is from Omotawa. Can we use both the open and close-ended question to determine our client's want?
This totally depends, my friend, on your years of expertise. The more you are in your field, in that area of the job that you are doing or the services you are giving, you'll start understanding. So it's basically a mind game. So you would know when to, especially like suppose you don't know an answer further, and you say, I'm sure you are very happy with the services you have got, but be ready. The person might not say yes, they might say no, and they might be angry, and then you should know how to handle. So this all comes with experience. It's highly advised, whether it's a job or a business, don't go like a TikTok shift changing every now and then. In any business, you should be, or area that you're serving, if you are in the support team, be there in that company for at least 6 to 8 months to say that yes, you know something of the company and carry on. Hardly being in the beginning, starting in a new department or something, you cannot know everything. So you have to really work on your own wisdom on what and how to ask. Next question, please. Ma'am, can we have the next question, please?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, we think we covered all the questions of our participants. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation and also your
You're
time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, ma'am.
welcome.
Take care.
I would just like to highlight on one statement that a person has made here, if you don't mind. It says it's hard to empathize to rude customers. They are saying customer is always right. It is not true. The reason, I would just like to answer that, ma'am, if you don't mind, for just a minute, okay, because it's very important that this person's this statement is answered. And it is, I would like to say, is that why are you told customer is always right? Because to teach you as a support team to be quiet, because we human beings have ego issues. We like to prove that we are right and we are Mr. or Miss Perfect, we are Mr. or Miss Know It All. So the best is, see, why do you want to dirty your hands if something is bad? So if that customer is being rude, if you are also rude, so you are known as a rude agent. So don't spoil your name. You've got such a beautiful image, a beautiful name. You are handsome, you are gorgeous. Keep your own integrity, by not back chatting and arguing and just staying calm, because it will serve you in the long run. One day the client or customer will realize their mistake of how they treated you, and you will still have maintained your name, and it will take you very far. Thank you, ma'am. I am done with my answer. Over to you, ma'am.
Ma'am, before we move to the next, our webinar certificate process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am.
Sorry, can you repeat the last sentence? Could you repeat that? I did not get you there. Your voice broke.
Ma'am, Ma'am, thank you so much for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activities along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, ma'am. Take
Perfect.
care.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Honorable ma'am, before we move to our webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am.
Great. Thank you so much. Take care and God bless.
Welcome. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for our webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. IGP Seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and online quiz certification. Today, some of our technical problem, we cannot share our today's webinar. We will provide the code in a short time. Thank you. IGP Knowledge Seeker is time for the most attractive part of our regular webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular online activity. Now, let's begin with the online quiz competition. To join the online Slido.com and find today quiz or scan this code for direct joining. Quiz code is event. After the short video, we will start our quiz session. So mention your friend to join our quiz session. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is event. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is event. Please join in Slido and the code is event. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is event. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is event. Dear participants, please join in Slido with the code and the code is event. We want people to start our quiz lesson right now. Our first question is ongoing support to your business clients. Option 1 is special filling $175. Option 2 the same way the file other quantity details. Option 2 the same way we file other quarterly returns is right answer. 67% people are right here. The leaderboard. Vidwana is holding the first position. Our second question is business value have all the following aspects. Option 1 research, spiker, refactoring work, training, bug, fix, etc. Option 2 realize notes. Option 2 realize notes is right answer. 53% people are right here. The leaderboard Flami is holding the first position. Our third question is research, speaker, refactoring work, training, bug, fix, etc. Realize notes. Option 1 supplier, option 2 customer. Option 2, customers, right answer. 35% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Clomi is holding the first position. Our fourth question is, what is one of the purpose of having business politics? Option 1, to make sure the business action are constant. Option 2, to encourage customer to make frequent exchanges. Option 1 is the right answer. 77% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Mylan is holding the first position. Our fifth question is, the first step of delivering sorry culturally conscious care to clients. Option 1, planning. Option 2, self awareness. Option 2, self awareness. Right answer. 23% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Mylan is holding the first position. Our sixth question is, limited liability is a characteristic of what of firm of business ownership? After option 1, partnership. Option 2, corporation. Option 2, corporation is the right answer. 23% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Vinandra is holding the first position. Our seventh question is, in order to be understand on the telephone, business employees should always, option 1, speak from notes. Option 2, analyze it clearly. Option 2 is the right answer. 87% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Vaniranda is holding the first position. Our eighth question is, example of text-oriented graphic used to illustrate a business process original structure. Option 1, flowchart. Option 2, pictography. Option 1, flowchart is the right answer. 77% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Fernandra is holding the first position. Our ninth question is, Senar's support of client autonomy is based on which of the following? Option 1, a professional bill. Option 2, a legal requirement. Option 1, a professional bill is the right answer. 69% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Charlene is holding the first position. Our last and final question of our evening session is, differentiators are unique characteristics that distinguish your business from other business. Option 1, false. Option 2, true. Option 1, true is the right answer, and 70% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations again. Slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Preparation. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. So I will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session we can say that properly feed your skill never stop learning cause life never stop teaching. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.